Now, so let me go back and display again. Define payment method. Now my country is located in US, so I look for US. I think all the participants also practice in US only, so that's why I search from here. So in US, a lot of payment methods are already configured. So you see 29 payment methods are already configured. Mohit, can you please go on mute? Thank you. Okay. So we have 29 payment methods. So in English, we have 26 alphabets. So it's a single digit number, and 29 numbers are already consumed. So alphabetically, you need to find if anything is left, you can use, or then you have the numbers 1 to 9, sorry, 0 to 9. After that, you can use special characters. So here, the payment method is @ used. Okay. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. So I'm going to create a payment method called 4. Ideally, it is a payment method like C for credit card, D for direct debit, but I'm running short of all the alphabets, numerical, uh, that uh, special characters. So that's why I'm going for the next available number. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is missing. So I'm going to create a payment method called 4. Okay, click on new entry. 4. I'll call it um, prompt payment. Just a name. Oops, prompt payment. Okay, just a random payment method, like here we can use PayPal or where I am pretty much sure that W is already consumed. PayPal P is also consumed. So like that, whatever the payment method the company is using, you have to mention here. Next, this is a payment method for incoming payment. Just check this. If you don't check this, then it will behave like a outgoing payment. So I mean, you can use. I have not seen that whether it can be used as only outgoing payment or both. Okay. So anyways, so just check it. This is payment method. This is a bank account, not a card account, not an internal clearing deposit account. If it's a payment method is, if it is a card, then you'll check this payment method card. And after card, there is some additional feature is needed for card payment, because card payment requires some masking. Okay, 16 digit card, you don't want to I mean, your clients customer 16 digit card, nobody should know. Some masking is needed. For that, SAP has another product called Vault, PCI DSS Vault. From that Vault, the payment methods, the numbers can be masked. For example, when the payment method is set up, the customer will enter 4. Say the number, the customer is entering 4, but in the vault, the number will be shown as 6. Some kind of algorithm will be there, so that if the customer, because while setting the payment method, they may call the CSR, or after setting the payment method, the number will be shown to the front desk agent. That is a risky thing. So uh, they can either put it like a star, or whatever number they are entering, the number can be replaced with something else based on an algorithm. Okay. So those vault and all are there. Some integration is there. So I'm not going to, because we don't have that kind of connectivity here. So I'm going ahead with the bank payment method. Next, when the payment method will go through, will it require, I mean, it requires bank details. If there is no bank details, the payment method will not work. Along with that, do we need that the BP master must have the street PO box and PO box postal code populated? If the client requires that, okay, for all the customer, I before fetching the payment, I will check whether the BP master has all the street PO box or PO box postal code is populated. If that is populated, only then fetch the payment. Else, if it is not populated, do not fetch the payment. If that is a requirement, you will check this. Okay, suppose your client says, okay, I don't have any requirement, bank details is enough. This is not a check payment, it is a bank bank to bank ACH transfer. So we are good. As long as the bank details is there, I will ask my bank to fetch the money from that bank. That's it. I don't want to know where the customer is located actually. Okay, for example, whenever somebody pays me from US, they ask me uh, my account number and IFSC code is not enough. They will need the address of my address, my bank's address, my email ID, all these things are needed. Okay, so if that is a scenario, the address and all are required, then you check this. If that is not required, do not check this. Okay, then sometimes address is not required, you can check here. No, I mean just bank details is required, address is not required. And IBAN is used in the Europe. In US, IBAN is not used. Instead, Swift code is used. IBAN again is a 16-digit international bank account number. In European project, if you have worked, you will know that European project, SEPA mandate and all, they will require IBAN. Okay. Next, payment method format. Payment method format. Payment method. What is payment method format? After I post the payment into system, I will ask the bank to collect the money, and I will send a notification to the bank saying that, asking them to collect money from this customer. And when I send the notification, that will require a specific format. I'll talk about the format shortly. So like in that format, what values should I send to the bank, because that is the main part. I will post the payment into SAP, but as long as it is not actually collected, then there can be issue. So in a particular specific format, I will ask them to collect the money. So that format will be used here. I mean, it is a standard format ACH, and I have just copied and created a Z. Okay, I'll show you the format screen, and what changes have I done, I will show you. Next, format supplement. Just select web here. Document type, and the payment will come, what document type I'm going to use. Okay, so I can use, maybe I am going to use, I can use IP. I have already used IP for the customer initiated payment. For business initiated payment, I can use something else. Okay, because I want to distinguish that this is coming from business initiated versus this is coming from customer initiated. It is IJKL IP. This is incoming payment. Do I have anything else? I see a liability. Okay. Do I manual posting? Else I have to create a payment method. Okay, I will create a specific payment method for this one. Okay, right now I'm just entering IP. I will create a specific payment method and I will replace it. Clearing reason, incoming payment 02, I think. Oh, sorry, 01, incoming payment. Note to pay is not required.
Uh, I have a one
Yes.
question.
Mhm.
See, for this one is direct debit process. This is only applicable for FICA or BRIM also.
Same. Whatever I'm showing, that is applicable for IC FICA and BRIM FICA. Everything
B-
is common. Both are, it is applicable in both. In a BRIM project, the customer must pay. Whatever project is there, the payment has to be there. Be it IC
okay.
project, utility bills, they have to pay. Subscription industry, subscription bill, they have to pay. Telecommunication, insurance, everywhere payment will come. Na? So wherever
But
payment is there,
this,
it will be used.
okay, okay.
Okay. So I think you asked me similar question yesterday only as well. So everything, whatever I'm going to show, all of them are used in FICA and BRIM. Few collection, when I go to the end part of our course, few collection activities are not used in BRIM. Again, not for all. In BRIM, mostly they are prepaid. So in prepaid,
Yes,
the
why
collection
I
parts are
asked
very
this
small.
similar question because I don't want to confuse. That is what, because if it is comes applicable for the both agenda, then we can, when we are learning at the moment, it will work for us. That is the reason.
Yes. I'm not doing anything which is applicable only in BRIM, only in ICU. It is both. BRIM FICA,
Okay.
IC FICA, telecommunication FICA, all areas, RMCA, FSCD, everywhere these are needed. Okay,
Yeah, this
so
note to pay information that will come into that FEYN screen in that tab.
I
Note
have
to
not
pay
used
type
note to
actually.
pay.
It is type. It is not note to pay actually. It is type
Structure
something.
of note to pay. Let me put something. Let's see how it works. I have not put anything in the note to pay in the last few batches. Let me see whether it
Okay.
how will it work. Okay.
Okay.
Next we go to permitted currencies. So here it says if you keep it blank, all currencies are permitted. If you put a particular currency, only that currency will be used. Okay, so right now I'm putting blank so that all currency can be used. Okay, So after that, I'm coming back and I will just create a document type specifically for my payment method 4. Okay, so I will go and create a document type real quick. Basic function, posting document, document assignment, document type. I'll just copy 01 and I'll create a 4P prompt payment. Okay, let me call it PP, prompt payment. Same number range. Mask number is also copied. So PP I'm going to use so that I can, from FP line itself, I can identify which is my payment method from income, payment lot, and which one from payment run. Now I will go back to basic different payment methods, US 4. Okay, this is done. Next step, define specification for paying company code. Paying company code is 0903. Okay, so I'll go for, okay, currently the 0903 is not added, so I'll go and click on new entry. Paying company code 0903. Minimum amount for incoming payment. Sometimes whenever incoming payment, we need to collect payment from bank, we will, because for each payment bank will charge me a commission. 0903 will have to pay a commission to the bank because the bank is doing the auto payment. Actually the bank is deducting, collecting the money. So for example, for each payment, 0903 has to incur $1. Now is it worth collecting any payment which is less than $1? No, right? Because to collect 50 cent I have to pay commission as $1. So in that case we can enter a minimum amount. That means if the amount is less than that value, if the open item is less than that value, we will not attempt direct debit. Okay, maybe on the next month invoice a new amount will be there, and then the payment will be used. Like in Kolkata, here in West Bengal, Kolkata, we have, if the electricity bill is less than 100, then they send a green bill, and in that bill it says do not pay, let the next month's consumption gets accumulated, then you pay. Okay, so similar way, a minimum amount you can enter here, and you'll ask your client, hey, do you have any scenario like if the amount is less than $10, less than $5, you don't want to collect payment, blah blah blah. So accordingly you can enter, configure that minimum amount. So I'm going to configure, say, $1. Okay, minimum. Acha, outgoing payment, similarly, this is I'm doing for incoming payment. Similarly, there can be outgoing payment as well. So although I'm not doing outgoing payment, but still I'm going to enter a one config. So um, it will not impact us because this is for outgoing refund. Okay, and we are not configuring refund now, but since I'm here, I'm just putting here. Next is also payment method in item. What is payment method in item? Now if I open any document, say I'm going to open this document. Oh, this is payment document. I have to open an invoice. So invoice. Now, ideally payment method will be created in contract account here. In the CA master, I'm going to assign the payment method here. Now, suppose it, if I assign the payment method here, that means whatever open items I have on the due date, the payment direct debit will go through. Now, suppose the client has a requirement that they want to see the payment method at item level. Item means document level. In the document also, if you go to the pay data, there also payment method is available. Now, if I set this checkbox, if I set this checkbox, it means that, say I have CA. CA has payment method 4 assigned, and CA has 1, 2, 3 open items. This one, no payment method. This one, no payment method. This one, payment method is mentioned. Document. So, and if I check this, this will mean that only for this one direct debit will work. No DD, no DD. because I have checked payment method in item. That means while running the DD, while running the payment run, system will check, since item level payment method check is available on each item, it will check payment method available, no payment method, no direct debit. Payment method available, no, no direct debit. Payment method available, yes. Item level, CA level, though we already have available. At master data level, we have already available, but item level means at transaction data level as well. Now, if I check this, if the client requirement is similar, like although CA master data will have payment method, but only fetch direct debit for those items where the item level payment method is also available. Okay, if you have this kind of scenario, then you can check this. Mostly, whatever clients I have worked with, they don't they don't want to check this. They don't want this feature because this is receivable. So whatever money they can receive, they are very happy. Okay, this feature can be done in the outgoing payment refund. Okay, because in refund we payment is I mean we are the payment is outflow. So while spending money, we can be thrift, but while collecting money, we don't want to put any filter. Be it whatever form, whatever way it is coming, is it like maybe valid payment, bribe payment, whatever way it is coming, we don't want to put a filter whenever we talk about incoming payment. That's why this item level is nowhere used. I mean, whatever project I have worked, they don't have this many feature. We don't even communicate this feature to the client that hey, this feature is available. Either they will get confused, they will not understand, and even if they understand, they will tell me, why are you showing me this? This is not. I mean, we don't require this at all. Okay, so if at all you will find that okay, they want to have this kind of restriction that even master data has payment method, but only those documents will be paid where the transaction data also have payment method. In those cases, you can check this. Okay, this is widely used in the outgoing payment. So we are doing for incoming payment. So this feature is not available. I mean it is available, but I am not going to use it. Okay, hope you understood. Also with payment method in item. Any question, anyone on this payment method in item level means transaction data level?
So whatever payment method we update in master data, so at the time of invoice posting, it will automatically updated in the item also, means
No, no, no.
line item.
No. It will not get updated in the line item. While running the DD, it will check that if the master is having payment method, that's it. All open items on
Okay.
that particular date, it will run DD.
Okay.
Okay,
So at
in
the
the
time of invoice posting, it will not be updated unless we manually enter. It will not be updated from customer master data.
yeah. If there is a requirement that also payment method in item, then maybe some enhancement somewhere in the invoice posting, we will put the payment method in the transaction data. But ideally we don't require any payment method in the transaction data. System reads from the master data and DD goes through. Okay,
Okay. And for this payment lot, we don't require, right? Means the
no
earlier
no
which we have learned, this
no
customer
no
initiated payment. So in
yeah,
that,
there
there
the
is no use
customer
of
are
payment
manually paying, so auto pay, this is only needed for auto pay. Where
auto
business
pay.
is taking the
Hmm.
initiative to collect the money on due date, there all this payment method is needed. Automatic bank, from this bank account I'm going to collect. If the customer is not on auto pay, then it is the customer's responsibility, they can pay. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so this is done. Oh, sorry, I don't want to put at item level, I just remove this payment method in company code. So first what we did, we still have not tagged the payment method to company code. What I did first, I did two config. In the first config, I introduced payment method 4. In the second config, I added the 0903 company code so that it can participate in autopay. Now I'm going to assign 0903 the payment method 4. I can assign any payment method to under 0903. Because the other payment methods are not from this batch, I'm not going to assign anything else. I'm going to assign the payment method 4 now under 0903. Okay, so now payment method in company code, click on new entry, and here I am assigning the payment method with my company code. So for country US, payment method 4, prompt payment. Okay, now this company code will can use this payment method. Okay, I can add more payment method. First, let me use this one. Again, minimum amount. So I did 1,0,0, and here I have maximum amount. What is maximum amount? Maximum amount also, again, we just told that there should be no restriction when we talk about inflow, but it may happen that due to any mistake, I have collected a huge number of money from my VIP customer. Now, I don't want to lose them. He is my regular customer. Every month he buys internet from me, or maybe he consumes electricity from me. Think of a industrial or commercial customer where the factory is going on. So in a factory, what, think about the power consumption, or in a office, in a maybe 16-story building in Kolkata, we have a TCS office where we have, I think, 4 16-story building called Gitanjali Park. There, think of there how much electricity is being, sorry, or maybe, or how much internet is being consumed by that TCS office. Okay, so lots of clients, I mean, there's screen sharing, lot of clients are going on. So I mean, everyday support implementation, then that video call conference, blah blah blah, everything is going on. Now this kind of customer, their bills are generally high, because at the same time they have so many floors and they are consuming internet for their power server. They don't want to I mean, they don't want to lose clients. So to them, by mistake, suppose I have asked the bank to collect huge amount from this customer's bank. Okay, later we found out, no, it's a bad thing. So we have done some mistake, that's why we may put a maximum amount restriction as well. Okay, so here, this one we can ask the client, can I, for USD terms, can I put a maximum limit? If not, then fine, but just want to communicate to the client that a huge number, if it is, although the customer's bank has that huge value, but if it is deducted later, although we will refund back, but that one direct debit of huge amount may ruin all the reputation, all the, relationship that was built throughout maybe a lot of years. Okay, that's why we can put a maximum amount. That is, if the open item is more than, for each CA, if the open item is more than this amount, then although it is open, but we will not run direct debit. Maybe we can I mean, handle it manually, because everything this will go via batch. Auto pay means batch. So I don't want to do any mistake here. Okay, that is a scenario. Then you can do here. Again, payment method is not printed. Now here, it may happen that my customer is located abroad. Foreign business partner, can they participate in payment method? Yes. Payment direct debit? Yes. Then you check this. For example, if I go for LinkedIn subscription, now I am a foreign business partner. I am located in India. So can I be put into direct debit? Yes. Foreign currency allowed? Yes, because I'm going to pay in INR. Okay, they are, I mean, they will expect, I mean, their plans are in USD, but I have to pay in INR. Foreign currency allowed? Yes. Customer, vendor, bank abroad allowed? Yes, because say my bank account is HDFC or whatever, Axis Bank, but that bank is located in India, which is like a customer vendor's bank is abroad, located at abroad. So their bank, maybe Bank of America or Westpac or whatever, JP Morgan, they will collect money from our HDFC Bank. So if you check this, that means foreign currency, foreign transactions are also permitted. These are not that much widely used in ISU, because in ISU the transactions are not mostly cross border. You'll never see a country, I mean, say in India, what is a famous, one of the famous utility provider, Adani. You'll not see that Adani has a lot of customers in Sri Lanka, a lot of customers in Thailand, Vietnam, blah blah blah. So mostly it is domestic. So that is why in utility, it is. I mean, these foreign transactions are not that much, but it can be used. For example, say I am located in. I mean, I am. I have a house in Bangalore, but I am located in US. Okay, so maybe some of my relative go there and stay in the weekend. So whatever electricity bill comes, if I am direct debit, I am on auto pay, then from my US bank that amount will be deducted. Okay, next here we just need the payment advice note. This is again for okay, decimal. So I'll just put 1.00. 1,00. This is what I did. Okay, I think I did 1.00. Save. That means I have allowed the payment method 4 can be used under 0903. Then payment medium format in company code come here. Now that payment medium format ZSCH I'm going to assign to my company code. Okay, so this is a standard payment medium format ACH. I have created a Z. I'll show you how I did ZSCH. Next, here I'll just put some name 0903 enterprise, some name, some address. Okay, this is done. Next, come back. Define account for payment program. So whenever we are going to collect money, I have not mentioned which GL the money will be received. The accounting entry will be same as payment lot. It is bank account debit, customer account credit. Customer account credit, we know which customer, I mean, our receivable account 126,000 will be created. But what bank account will be debited, that we are going to assign here. Define bank account for payment program. Click on new entry. Paying company code. So in the previous step, I added 0903 to participate in autopay. Okay, so first you have to assign that because else paying company code will not participate in autopay. Now the house bank, here the money will be deposited. Okay, so this is the company's house bank. Now I am assigning payment method. My payment method is 4. I can put USD here. Now here I will assign the bank account. Now before let me first assign the bank account, then I'll talk about this concept of bank sub account. Zero nine zero three. Okay. Bank. Okay. I'm going to collect in this bank only because this house bank has this account. If I want to derive business area, then I can put the business area, say Austin East or something, and save. Now let's understand the concept of bank sub account. Okay, those who are from FICO background, you know, but those who are not, let me explain this thing. You will not need this much, but you need to understand this concept. Okay. See, normal scenario, whenever we collect payment, the accounting is bank account debit, customer account credit. Close. That's it. Nothing is needed. But there is another leg to it. That means only recording bank account debit and customer account credit is not enough, because it may happen that whatever I am recording in my bank account debit may not be actually deposited into the bank account. The actual deposit into the bank account may be on higher side or lower side. That is why there is a concept of bank statement. Uh, there is a concept of bank reconciliation. So we have to reconcile that how much payment I am recording versus how much payment my bank has actually received. Okay, in a smaller business, this is not needed. For example, say if I call my, if I, this training is a business, I have around 10 to 20, 10 to 15 students in every batch. They make a payment, and I may not require to do the bank reconciliation because that is not that frequent. But in a company where huge number of payments are received every day, there this bank reconciliation is needed. Why? Because how much payment I'm recording, I have to ensure that my bank has the same amount of payment. So in that case, instead of doing this entry, what we do, instead of doing bank account debit, we do an incoming bank account or a bank clearing account. Okay, so I'm using Citibank, for example. In my, maybe in that batch I have used Citibank. So Citibank, instead of doing Citibank account debit and customer credit, we do Citibank incoming account debit and customer account credit. Okay, so this incoming account is a clearing account. During the payment run, we record Citibank incoming account debit, customer account credit. So whatever I record in the Citibank incoming, that is not actually collected. Okay, I'm just recording in SAP, but maybe the actual collection may be on higher side or on lower side. Now, once I record this entry, later at the end of the day, bank will send me a statement saying how much they have collected for each transaction. Now, when in the, if the transaction matches, we'll record Citibank main account debit and Citibank incoming credit. So ultimately, this Citibank incoming debit and Citibank incoming credit gets knocked off, and my accounting entry becomes Citibank main debit customer credit. That is bank account debit customer credit. Okay, so uh, this information comes from bank statement. Every day, bank will send me how much they have actually collected, because in direct debit, what happens? First, we post it into the system, then we tell the bank to collect the money. Now, suppose I have 3 customers, 1, 2, 3. Here I have posted 10, 20, 30. I inform bank that, hey, I have posted payments into the system. You must collect a 10, 20, 30 from the customer. So how much I have posted in my bank account? I have posted 60. Now later when bank tries to collect the money, say here payment is collected, here payment is collected, here insufficient fund, no payment is collected. Then how much is actually collected by the bank? Only 30. Now there's a discrepancy. This is what I recorded in SAP, and this is what the bank has in his account. Now you see there's a discrepancy of $30. So in this case, these two will map. See this matching, these two will be matched. Okay, bank account debit, customer one credit, and Citibank main debit and Citibank incoming credit. First one will match. Okay, I'll put it green. Second one will also match, green. Third one will not match, because although I recorded this entry, but the second entry never happened. This second entry I did not find in the statement, bank statement. What do I have to do? I have to reverse this transaction. Okay, either I will ask bank, hey, what happened? Why didn't you collect? Bank says the customer doesn't have sufficient fund. What do I have to do to ensure that my SAP also reflects the same amount versus the bank actually has? I will reverse this transaction. So what will I do? I will just, I'll put a minus 30 so that my both balance are correct. So these two are reconciled, but the third one did not reconcile. So that is the reason why bank reconciliation is needed, and this reconciliation happens downstream at FI. So you don't have to worry. But since you participate in the initial part of this process, I just explained you how this bank reconciliation is done. Okay, so this is why bank reconciliation is done. So this scenario looks a very happy picture, but in real life, a lot of transactions do not match, because it may happen that it is not recorded into bank, or it is recorded into bank but it came with a different reference. With a different reference mean, say the 30 is collected, but the reference, based on a single reference, I am matching these two. That maybe bank is sending me a different reference, that's why I cannot match. That's why in FI side lots of discrepancy arises. So that's why this bank sub account is used. Now if your FI consultant give you bank sub account, you'll assign bank sub account here. If they give you the bank main account, you'll assign the bank main account. Your work is tell the FI team, give me the GL account. Okay, if the bank gives you the sub account, that means the bank incoming account, later they will validate using EBS or bank reconciliation statement. That is their headache. Or if the company is smaller, I mean the transactions are very low, less, or they have not implemented EBS, they will give you the bank main account. So your work, whatever you'll ask the FI team, send me the GL account. Okay, and send me the GL account for this house bank, and within that house bank, the ADID will be also their account determination ID. Send me the GL account, and FI team will give you the GL account. Okay, I just told you because whatever GL account they will give you, for that there is a downstream impact. If they give you the bank main account, the posting once again posting gets, I mean the transaction gets posted, the uh, I mean, there is no reconciliation needed. But if they give you a sub account, then reconciliation is needed, which will be done by the FI team later. Okay, so I just got logged out. Let me log in again. Okay, so I was here, define account for payment program, and I just added 0903. This is my bank account. Okay, now if you are using a check payment method, we can assign a check clearing account as well. Next, maintain bank selection. Maintain bank selection. Here I will tell the system that in which bank account the payment will be collected. Right now I have only one bank account, but in a company where multiple bank accounts are there, multiple house banks are there, as I mentioned, one for operational, one for asset sale, say daily whatever payment and receipt is done for that, one bank account is there. And also there is one more bank account, sometimes they want to sell some asset. For example, if it is say brim, then they may want to replace the device. Okay, the device means for Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi router, or maybe if it is ISU, they want to sell the meter, the device that is installed into customer's premise, they want to sell. For that, those are not operational work. Those are that will not repeat every day. That will happen. Sometimes it will happen. Sometimes it will not happen. So for that, a separate bank account is maintained. So I will tell the system that I will collect the money via direct debit, but in which bank account the payment will be deposited. That is what I am telling the system now. New entry 0903 0903 bank selection. Save it. If you don't save it, in the next screen you will not see it. Okay, save it. Then bank selection values, new entry. The ID will not appear if you don't select in the don't save in the previous screen. Okay, so I saved it, that's why it is appearing here. Now responsible company code 0903, payment method 4, currency USD, house bank. What was my house bank? HB01, account ID MN01. I think it was Minnesota. And if I have multiple bank account, I can put a rank. Okay, so like uh, it will be collected into this bank, then this bank, then this bank. Like that, rank can be also be assigned. Okay, say due to any issue, the this bank account could not collect the money. Next, it will be the it will go to the next bank account, the second bank account, which will try to collect the money. Okay, so I have one account. I am not adding any rank here. I have less than 1 minute. Please join back for the third and last session for this weekend. Now we have payment lock. Lots of payment locks are already created. You may or may not create the payment lock. Payment lock means although the customer is on auto pay, but maybe for a period of 14 days, I want to put a payment lock. That means I don't want to remove payment lock for 9 days or 14 days. I don't want to put my auto pay. Undo my auto pay. I just put a lock. That means in that period, no payment will be deducted from. Auto payment will not happen. Maybe if my bill is due on that period, I will pay manually, but I can put a auto pay lock. So this many auto pay lock is there. If you check this, then if the lock is posted, then the payment, it will go to clarification. Okay. So lots of payment lock are already there. I'm not going to create any more. Next step is to show you the media, payment medium format, because after I post the payment